We'll get ourselves going. We're going to start with a curtsy lunge this morning. I feel like I got kind of loud. All right, starting with a curtsy lunge. So feet are about hip width apart or wider. We cross behind and lunge, come back to center. Cross behind and lunge, back to center. You decide how low into that lunge you're sinking. Just warm up those legs. Torso's nice and tall. One side and then the other. So we can be ready for those crossovers. Yay. All right, we're going to do 3 more sets. 2. 1 more. Good. We're going to stand up, bring those feet nice and wide. Forward fold. I hinge forward, come towards the floor. Bend my knees here, and I'm going to squat through the center, okay? So hinge forward, bend the knees, and stand through the center. Good. Keep that going. Hinge, bend, and stand. Do 3 more here. 2 more. 1 more. Good. We're going to do Hamcurls here. So heel comes towards glute. I'm going to pull forward to my hips with my arms. Good. Keep it going. You know, this mix is not, but this song, yeah, it's like, yeah. But Sound of Music does often get put on Christmas, like, favorite things, you know. I think this one is like Ariana Grande or something. I mean, this is not, but the song is. All right, so 3 more here. 2. And 1, good. We're going to change the feet to a skater. We cross behind, cross behind. We're going to bring the arms up to a tricep kickback. So feet stay relatively slow so that you can get those arms bend and straighten. Good. Yeah, all the music I play doesn't feature the original singers, so that we can record it and not get in trouble with copyright issues. All right, let's go 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go back to curtsy lunges. Crossing and lunging. Good. More here. 1 more set. We're going to bring those feet nice and wide for that forward fold. Hinge forward. Bend the knees. Stand tall. Hinge. Bend and stand tall to the center. Keep it going. Do 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Hamcurls here. Hamcurl, hamcurl. Good. Just a couple more here. We go 3, 2, and 1. Take it to that skater. Skater, tricep kickback. Good. Just a couple more. 3, 2, 1. March under Drago for me here. So, 2 main pieces of equipment today. First bench, you're welcome to substitute a chair or a stool, okay? Get creative. And then we have a second circuit where we're going to do exercises with the band. They also can be done without a band if you're not there yet or if you just don't have one, okay? All right. The bench circuit, we're going to be doing reps of 12, which is a change up from what we normally do. We often stick with 10. We're going to do 12. We're going to be starting with a bench crossover where we come and we stand up on top. And what we do is I take my foot and just like with a curtsy lunge or a skater, I cross behind, I come up, I tap the other side. That is one rep, okay? We'll do 12 on one leg, switch and do the other, okay? Here we go. We cross and cross. Good. Cross and cross. That's 2. Keep it going. We're pressing up and down through this leg on the bench. I'm halfway to 12. I got 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Come up. Shake it out. Get ready to do that other one, okay? Here we go. Cross and back. Try and stand nice and tall. I'm halfway through. I've got 3 more. One more. When you're done with all 12, come off of that bench. We'll start talking about the next one. We're doing tricep dips with a kick. So if you want to put a mat on your bench, you're welcome to. Take the hands. If you're okay, just go for it. But we sit, fingers lay over the edge. And you have 2 options with the legs. Straight legs are a little harder, bent legs are a little easier. So we'll do a tricep, we'll kick up, tricep, kick up, okay? Counting the triceps, not the kicks. For 12, okay? Remember, straight legs are more difficult, bent legs are a little easier. So do what your body needs you to do today. As you do that dip, try and stay nice and close to the bench. I think that's 6. So halfway through. Keep it going. 3 more. 1 more. Good. All right. This next one is going to be a little bit of cardio, a little bit of play. Let me show you what you're going to be doing. So if you have a chair, you're just going to kind of grab the sides. We have benches here. So I'm going to come, hold my bench, and come out to kind of a plank. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump my feet to the left, back, to the right, back. That counts as 1, okay? Options if you're not feeling like jumping. Instead, you walk it in, walk it out, walk it in, walk it out, okay? Remember, 12 of these if you can. If you need to lower to a lesser number of reps, feel free. All right? Here we go. In and out, in and out. Keep it going. I'm halfway through. This is 10, 11, 12. When you're done, you can stand up. Next one is going to be a push-up variation. Our highest, most difficult level is going to be a pike push-up. Tracy's doing in an inverted V. Ways you can make it easier, okay? You can do regular push-ups. If you put your hands on the bench instead of the feet, this is actually an easier push-up than one of the toes. You can also drop to the knees and do regular knee push-ups, okay? Whatever is going to challenge you a little bit today, but it's going to be doable. Remember, we're trying to do 12 reps of these, so do your best. Feel free to pause for a second, catch your breath. All right, here we go. Nice job, guys. When you get to that final number for you, whether that's 12 or less, stand it on up. Like I always get super red with that one. It's a hard move, and then all the blood rushes to my head. All right, roll up, roll up. We're going to do a core move next. And so we're going to come into the floor, and the bench is just going to be a marker for this one. Let me show you guys. So, we're going to be doing a lean back crunch. So you can rest on the fingertips here if you would like. So where I say my bench is a marker, I'm going to go up and down, up and down. I'm kind of crunching in and out with my body, okay? So let me show you a couple of things you can do to make it harder and easier. Harder, no hands, okay? I'm not resting, I'm just using that core strength. You start to feel it in your hips, means your hips have taken over. You're not focusing on the core as much, then I recommend coming back to the fingertips. If you're not ready for this move, instead you can do a sit where you lay down. One leg comes up while the other one goes down and they switch. Okay? That would be a modification if that's needed. Okay? Alright, we're going to do 12 of these. Here we go. Up and under. High and low. I'm halfway through. I got 2 and 1. If you're still going, keep it going. When you're done, feel free to come, bring the soles of the feet together in butterfly, lean forward and take a breath or 2. All right? So those are our moves with our bench. You need to grab a quick sip of water, feel free to do so, and then we'll go for round 2. Okay? All right. So the top of the circuit, the bench circuit, is going to be that crossover where we stand up on top. Okay? If at home you don't have something you can cross over on, you actually can just go and do repeated curtsy lunges where you lunge and tap, okay? That's good modification. All right, so I'm coming up on top, cross behind, tap to the other side. That's 1. Keep it going. I'm halfway through. I've got 2 and 1. When you finish with all 12, come back on top. Get ready to do the other side. I'm halfway through. Got 2 more. 1 more. When you're done, you come off. Triceps with that kicker next. Welcome to put a mat on top of the bench. If the bench bothers your hands, remember bent legs a little easier, straight legs a little harder. We come down, kick up, come down, kick up. Keep it going. Halfway through. Two more. Good. All right. Our next one is a little bit of cardio. We're doing the ski hops with the bench. We come to the plank. We bring our feet into the left. Come back to the plank. Feet into the right. Okay? You decide your speed. Here we go. When you've done all 12 of your hops, you can stand it up. Take a quick breath. Up next, we've got that push-up variation. At the hardest end, we have pike push-ups off the bench. At the lowest end, we have push-ups on the knees. And a myriad of options in between. Remember, we're trying to do 12 reps. If you need to do less though, do what you can. Keep it up, guys. Looking good. I tend to power through mine, so if you're still going, do not feel bad. Just make sure you get in those reps. Then we're going to be coming down to the floor for that crunch high and low. Remember, you can stabilize on the fingertips. You can also instead do scissor kicks if you need to. All right? 12 of these. Here we go. And halfway. Got 2. Head 1. When you're done, you can sit in butterflies, those little feet together, hinge forward. Take a few deep breaths. And if you need a sip of water, feel free to get one. And we're going to round 3. Alright, you guys, we're doing our crossovers, 3rd set. Coming up on top, we're going to cross behind and tap to the other side. Keep it going. 2 more sets. That's 12 for me. So I come back to center. I get ready to do that other side. Cross behind and tap. Cross and tap. Keep it going. Halfway. Got 2 more sets. Awesome. It's really good for us to work single leg sometimes, really focus. Make sure that the strong leg isn't helping out our weak leg. It's good to do for arms too. That's not what we're going to do right now. We're going to do tricep dips, 2 arms on the bench. Bent legs easier, straight legs harder, okay? We come down, we kick up. We come down, we kick up. Good. Halfway through. Two more. Good. Once you got those 12 in, let's start thinking about those ski hops, okay? That little burst of plyo, cardio. Coming to that plank. Bringing the feet in, left and right. All right, here we go. Once you got all 12 in, catch your breath for a second. Up next, the push-up variation. So, pike push-ups at the high end, push-ups on the knees at the easier end. Try to do 12. If you're not to 12 yet, do what is pushing you a little bit today. Looking good, guys. Keep going so you get your target number of reps. You know what, the blood drain in my face. All right. Then we do the crunch, high and low. Then we're going to move on to our second circuit using the band. But first, crunches, high and low, or scissor kicks. Okay? Here we go. I've got 3 more. When you're done, you come to butterfly. Inch forward, take a few deep breaths. You're welcome to take a sip of water, catch your breath. Then we'll talk about the circuit with the band. So if you don't have a band, box up here, and help you figure out colors if you need to. If you have one at home, grab one. If you don't have one at home, don't worry, you can still do this next bit. are going to be done on the floor, okay? The first move that we're going to be doing is going to be a ham curl. So I'm going to lie down on my stomach, show you what it looks like without a band, and then show you how to get into the band. So I'm going to be coming down, laying on my belly, and I like to just overlap my hands and lay my head to the side. So we're going to be doing one leg at a time. The heel comes towards the glute and back. Okay, that's the basic movement. So what we're going to do with the band is I stick that band around both of my shoes. Okay? And then the leg that's going to be working, I slip through a little bit more, so now it's on my ankle. Now, for those of you that have hairy legs for whatever reason, it can sometimes be a little awkward because it can pull on those hairs. So if you prefer to keep both feet in the shoes, both feet fully in the band, okay? You can, it's a little more awkward. But so what I do is I flip over. The foot that has it around the shoe is my anchor. One that doesn't, it pulls towards the glute and back. You're going to feel in the hamstring, the back of that leg, okay, working. So this round, we do 10 of each exercise, okay? So I'm going to come to my belly. Once I've got that band all situated, I bring that heel towards the glute. Now, with my band on, I cannot get my heel all the way to my glute, which is going towards. Keep it going. I've got 4 more. 2. And 1. Once you've done 10 on that side, then I switch, okay? This was going to be a stabilizer. This was going to curl towards my glute. All right? You need to make it fall just like the band. Feel free to do so. And then give me 10 curls. I've got 2 more. You may have more or less. Once you've done all 10, you can sit up for me. Once we've got everybody sitting up, we'll talk about the next one. So this next one, we're going to be moving the band up above the knees. Okay, so I just pull it up. One of the hardest things about the bands is just getting them so they're not all twisted and so they lie flat. Okay? We're going to be doing a donkey kick next. This isn't one that can be done without the band, okay? And I should have mentioned, if you don't have bands at home, that ham curl can also be done without the band. Just think about working that muscle, okay? So we come to all 4s for a donkey kick. I set it up so my wrists are under my shoulders, my knees are under my hips. One knee is going to stabilize and the other one pushes up like I'm going to kick the ceiling and comes back down. Okay, that's 1 round. We're going to go for 10 here. Kick up and down. Up and down. Keep it going. Halfway through. Oh no. It definitely is easier, maybe for me, because I'm wearing leggings today. 2. 1. Once you've got all 10, you can switch to the other side, okay? Here we go. Up and down. Four more. 2. And 1. Good. So, once you've done 10 each side, come back to center for me. And once we're all done, we'll talk about the next one. All right, so band's going to stay where it's at. But we're going to come lay down on our side so that we can do clamshells, okay? So clamshells, I'm laying on my side. My legs are stacked, but then I bend them, okay? There are 2 options for what you can do with the upper body. I'm always elevated just so I can look around and see. You're welcome to do the same. You're also welcome to lay that arm down and lay all the way down. So our feet feet, they're like hinges, okay? We open, but the edges stay together, and we close, okay? So that's 1 rep. We're gonna do 10 here, okay? And we wanna avoid rocking forward and back with that upper body, so we stabilize with the top hand, and really think of using that glute muscle as we open and close. Core and glutes. Good, keep it going. Halfway. Got 2 more. And 1 more. Once you get to 10, we'll flip over. That other side, same deal, okay? Legs are bent and stacked. Can be up on the elbow or laying all the way down. Top hand stabilizes here. We try to have this be a motion through the legs and the glutes. Upper body is still as we can make it. And this one can also be done without a band, just the clamshell movement. The band just gives that extra resistance. Feeling that booty burn. I got 1 more. Woo! All right, when you're done, you can sit up. You can start taking the band off of the legs. The final move in our band circuit is not around the legs. We're going to be working our back and our lats in this next one. We're going to be doing a Superman with a pull. So the band goes around the wrist. Where the lats come in is, so if you've ever seen a Superman, I'm going to roll into my belly, show you real quick. Arms are above the head, legs are out straight. We lift up, okay? This is where the back gets moved. And the lats are going to come in at the top of that move. At the top of that move, I'm going to pull down to my chest. Hands come down and slightly out. I lift back up, and I come down to the floor. So all together, it looks like this. Lift, pull to chest, extend, and down. This can be done without a band. It can also be done just the Superman's no pull, okay? Do what you can. I'm going to go for 10 with a pull. Try to keep those eyes on the floor. That'll help you keep that neck in line and avoid tweaking it. I'm halfway through my set. Three, 2, and 1. Good. All right, so those are all the exercises in our circuit with the band. You're welcome to grab a quick sip of water if you need it. We start with Hamcurls, okay? So that's where the band goes around both the feet. I like to switch my working leg with around the ankle, but you're welcome to keep both bands around the feet if you want to avoid pulling leg hairs or anything else. Maybe laying down on our bellies. We have a stabilizing leg and a working leg that's curling toward the glute. Good. Give me 10 reps. I'm halfway through. About 1 more. Once you've done 10, you can switch to the other side. Moving the band as needed. Stabilize with one leg, curl with the other. About 3 more. Once you've got all 10 in, you can sit up. Start working on getting that band up above the knees. Remember, all of these can be done without bands. If you don't have them or just feeling a little too difficult. We're going to be coming to all fours for for that donkey kick next. Okay? Band is above the knees. Becomes that table position. Hips over knees, shoulders over wrists. Kick up towards the ceiling and down. Up towards the ceiling and down. Keep it going. I've got 3 more. That's 10. Then I do the other side. Kick up and down. Good. And 10. Once you've got 10 on each side, we're going to be coming down, laying on our side for clamshells, okay? Stacking those legs, bending them. Remember, this is a move for the lower body. The top part of our body is staying as still as it can. Stabilize with that top arm. We open and close, open and close. Use the core and use that top arm to keep you from going forward and back. We've got 4 more. All right, once you've got all 10 on that side, you can flip over to the other side. Same thing, this side. Open and close. Don't rock forward and back with that upper body. Keep it going. I've got 1 more. Once you've got all 10, you can work on getting that band off of the legs. Supermans will be up next. I'm going to be doing a lat pull with mine, so I'm going to take that band around my wrist. You're also welcome to just do regular Supermans, okay? Whatever your body's feeling today. I flip over onto my belly. I lift, pull at the top, back up, and down. Lift, pull, extend, and down. Keep it going. Eyes on the floor. And on the prize, of course. I've got 3 more. One more. When you're done, you can sit up, grab a quick sip of water if you'd like, and then we start at the top with Hamcurls. So this one we just did with the Superman and the pull. It's a really great either progression for pull-ups or a warm-up for pull-ups if you're already like decently good at them. All right, bands going around the feet. Those Hamcurls. For the record, I'm not super great at pull-ups myself. I'm always like, I'm gonna get good at pull-ups, and then I just don't think it's important enough to me. All right, coming to the belly. Remember, 1 foot stabilizes, 1 curls toward the glute. Four more. All right, I've done my 10 for that foot, and I'm going to start readjusting. Once you've done your 10, you can do the same. All right, curl towards the glute for 10. I've got 3 more. 1 more. Whew. Once you're done with those, you can sit up and start bringing that band above the knees. These exercises are our last ones. Once we finish this little set, we stretch. Band above the knee. Oh, I really twisted mine. All right. then you're coming to all fours for the donkey kicks next. The thing about using the bands is the easier your band is, the more likely it also is to like curl up. But obviously if you're using a harder band, it doesn't curl up as much, but it's harder to use, right? So we're on all fours. So kick up and down. Kick up and down. Keep it going. I've got 4 more. 2 and 1. Then you go to that other side. Stabilize. Kick up. Two more. All right, once you're done with all 10, we're going to be laying down on our side for those clamshells. Legs are stacked, knees are bent. You're either high or you're low. Stabilizing with that top arm. Remember, we don't want to be rocking forward and back. All right, here we go. We open and close. Open and close. Halfway. I've got 1 more. Once you finish all 10, you're going to flip over to the other side. Find that position. Legs stacked, knees bent. Stabilize with that top arm. Try not to rock forward and back. Here we go. Four more. And my last one. Once you're done with all of yours, you can sit up, take the band off of the legs. Got that final exercise, and then we stretch. It's going to be a Superman with a pull, okay? So I'm putting that band around my wrists, and I'll lay down on my belly, do that pull at the top of the Superman. Here we go. Lift, pull, extend, and down. Lift, pull, extend, and down. Keep it going. I've got 3 more. Got 1 more. All right. Feel free to grab a sip of water. You're going to want to stand up at some point. We're going to start stretching using our bench. So try not to put it away just yet. At home, you can stretch with the chair. Okay? So we're all going to be standing up. And this first stretch we do, either you're grabbing the back of a chair or the seat of the chair. Here in the gym, I'm going to bring my hands to the chair, and I'm going to be hinging forward, trying to keep a straight back, okay? And I'm going to reach forward and kind of sit back with my hips, okay? So I'm feeling a stretch through the shoulders, through the backs of the legs when I'm here like this. So right now I've got my feet about hip width apart, maybe yours are wider. What we're going to try and do, we're going to cross one leg over the other and return to this position. What this does is it just stretches a little stronger through one side, gets a little deeper into the glute of the one leg. And then I'm going to cross that other leg over the top and lean back. Whew, this hip is much tighter apparently. Which is good. It's good we're doing this. Sometimes you have to give yourself a little pep talk like that. This is good. This is good for me. chair at home. If you don't want to use one of those, you can just take a step back and press that heel. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to step up top. I'm going to take that heel and just hang off the edge and kind of press down and into the center of that foot, feeling a kind of deeper calf stretch, okay? Good. Once you're done with that side, you can drop that other heel. Press into the mid of that foot. All right. Then I'm going to step up and I'm going to have a seat on top of my bench, or if you have a chair at home, you can sit on top of your chair. I'm going to start seated nice and tall with a twist. So I take my hand across the body to that opposite leg, that other hand comes behind, and I look over that shoulder. Sitting nice and tall. And we'll come to center and do that other side. Cross. Other hand comes behind and look over that shoulder. Embrace yourself as much or as little as you need to with that bench or that chair. And come back to center. Okay, we're going to take one leg out. We're going to hinge forward right here, hands on our thighs. You can stay here or you can reach down the leg for ankle, toe, whatever you can reach. Today we focus a little bit more on the legs and lower body, lots of glutes, especially in that band section. Let's sit tall. Bring this leg out. So, if I have done my planning accordingly, that means Friday, obviously, there will be cardio, there will be plyo, but it probably means that we'll have a little bit more focus on arms. Let's sit up, and I'm going to bring my feet nice and wide. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hands and I'm just going to press kind of open, feeling a stretch to that inner thigh. All right, and then sit up. We're going to relax a little bit, grab our mat, and come to the floor. All right, we're going to lay down on our back. Taking one leg out straight, bending that other leg, coming that knee towards the chest. Taking your opposite hand, grabbing that leg and gently pulling it across the body, while that other arm lays out to the side. Bring this leg back to center, take this leg to the floor. Let's do the other side. Bend that knee, hug it towards the chest. Take that opposite hand, grab that knee and gently pull it across the body, while the other arm lays out to the side. We're going to bring this knee to center and bring that other knee up. Okay? I like to have mine nice and wide. You can have them narrow, whatever feels good. You're looking to add a little rocking motion side to side also if it feels good. Then we're going to come back to center. We're going to head into figure four. So I release release the knees. Cross an ankle over the opposite thigh. Take my hands and thread them around that bottom leg and gently pull. While you're here, and this is a reminder to myself too, but try and relax those shoulders so they're not tightening up while you're stretching one part of your body. We're going to release and do the other side. Cross that ankle, thread those hands around the bottom leg and gently pull. We're going to release, bring both feet to the floor, grab the backs of our legs and gently sit up. Okay? I'm going to sit and you have two options here. You can go cross-legged, that's a little easier, or stack. This is a little harder. Where I stack a foot on top of a knee and a knee on top of a shoe. Okay? Either option, we're going to hinge forward and walk our hands forward. So I'm feeling this kind of in my glute, in my hip. If you have managed to get your legs stacked, this is a move that in yoga they call fire log. And I think it has to do with, the stacking of logs for a fire, but it also has a little bit of a burn if you manage to get there. Then we're going to sit up and we're going to cross that other side. So you're either crossing on top or stacking on top. Hinging forward and reaching. Spending a lot of time stretching the glutes since we spent so much time working them. Tomorrow you may feel tightness there. You may want to revisit some of these stretches. All right, and sit up. We're going to bring hands in front, interlace those fingers. We're going to push the palms away from us, around the shoulders as we keep pressing those hands out. We're going to sit up tall, extend those hands above the head. Reach, reach, reach. So in a second, we're going to release the hands, and usually we roll the wrists and bring them down by the side. Instead, I want you to release, bring them behind you, okay? Kind of at a diagonal out of those hips. And reach the chest up towards the ceiling, feeling that stretch to the chest. Was anybody sore after Friday? Anybody? Yes? Okay. Come back to center. Let's do 2 deep breaths together, okay? Let's inhale our arms up. Exhale, arms down. One more time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down. Awesome. Thanks for being here.